So you might be wondering, what does recovery look like after Potenza treatment, and what should you do after the treatment? You might notice a little bit of like slight swelling or redness after the treatment that might last anywhere between an hour to 24 hours. Sometimes with really sensitive skin, you might still notice a little redness after 36 hours, but after that, typically, in our experience, that is gone. You might also notice some people have a little bit of like skin flaking or scaling afterwards. Not everyone, but you can have certain areas just where the new skin is growing and emerging that there's just a little bit of that comes off. And so that's really, really normal. You might feel some mild tingling afterwards, which that's pretty typical, or warmth, also really, really normal. And then maybe even can feel like the area is a little bit tender. I would say that's probably not super typical, but maybe enough that you're not really wanting to touch your skin a whole lot right after the treatment. I would really avoid actively touching your skin for about 24 hours. Typically you can gently wash it at night, that night after treatment. But again, gentle. And ideally you're not putting on any makeup or anything for at least foundation. Now, mascara, those things are, lipstick, those things are fine. But really, if you're using a foundation, wait 24 hours until after the treatment to apply that. I do think it's fine to do your normal like healing skincare regimen. So like if you have a hyaluronic acid or you have like a really gentle, moisturizer, so that night would be fine. The exception would be if you've done PRP with your microneedling, and then you would want to really ideally leave that PRP on there at least until the next day, but at a minimum just up until the point you go to bed, and then you can wash your face. And then also, you really want to avoid being in the sun for at least 24 hours, or if you do go out in the sun, to make sure that you're applying at least some sort of sunblock, but sun avoidance, so you're not putting things the day of, like a lot on your skin. Really just staying out of the sun that day is a great idea. And then also really, I would just plan, a light evening after you have your treatment done, because your body is using a lot of resources to repair. Your body is actively generating more collagen and more elastin, which is what we want. And so that takes energy. And so really it's ideal that you don't plan a big night out, just plan a nice evening at home, relaxing, and then really just being gentle with the skin. So, it might be tempting to kind of, if it's feeling warm, just kind of touch it, but really just very, very gentle with your skin, at least for 24 hours. So, and I think that's it.